What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more electronic, and back with more from the 1996 album Raise the Pressure. And the next tune is Second Nature. It's a phrase typically used to indicate something which requires less direct cognitive attention but can still be accomplished successfully, meaning things which happen so easily, so naturally, because they are so common and so frequent and a part of someone's daily existence that they don't need to actively think about them to do them. So something that's second nature, whether if you drive, eventually driving becomes sort of second nature, all the little movements, moving your foot from the pedal to the brake and preparing to turn the wheel as you're also accelerating. These things, again, after you learn them, eventually they become second nature. DJing, I can tell you, is very much like that. People talk about different skills or crafts, and ultimately something like dancing, I'm not sure it's like that. I think dancing, as someone who used to pop lock and dance at rave parties, certain types of dancing, it's like if you're not in active practice, over time you sort of lose a step. It would take a while and some practice to get back to the level you were at before. DJing, it is like riding a bike. It's like once you learn how to match beats, once you learn some of the DJ tactics, you can go a long period of time without spinning, but once you go back to it, it's what it was before. It's exactly what it was. And ultimately, even though I suppose over time, as people's cognitive skills and maybe their motor speed slows down a bit as they age, the minimal physical requirements of DJing, I think, means that you could go a very long period of time and just jump back into it like it's nothing. So something like that very much is second nature. So I wonder if it'll be playing off that idea. I suppose it could be a second nature in, a Jekyll and Hyde, or Jekyll, that's what Robert Louis Stevenson insisted. But yeah, the idea of having two very different natures, I suppose. But I would be more inclined to think something that comes very naturally and without immediate cognitive thought. So let's find out what it actually is. This is Electronic Second Nature, and it's from the 1996 album Raise the Pressure.
Mixing with the wrong class. I lived at home with all my family, even had my own key. It was given to me. I like to be alone. There was never any friction. Starring in my own film. It was my addiction. You don't have to wait. The world will carry on. It's there in your face, but it won't stay for long. Let's be a nation and sit up on a throne. Don't ever hesitate, just carry on. You don't have to wait, the world will carry on. It's there in your face, but it won't stay for long. Let's be a nation and sit up on a throne. Don't ever hesitate, just carry on.
Who's the female vocalist?
All the boys are rather silly, living in the wrong place. Made me grow up early, but it was my home. As I complete my own existence, staring at my own life, fading in the distance, down a cemetery. Smiling faces of the neighbors, proud of their endeavors, unemployed forever, watch TV at home. You don't have to wait, the world will carry on. It's there in your face, but it won't stay for long. Let's be a nation, sit up on a throne. Don't ever hesitate, just carry on. You don't have to wait, the world will carry on. It's there in your face, but it won't stay for long. Let's be nation and sit upon a throne. Don't ever hesitate, don't get it wrong. Don't ever wait,
The bass.
don't hesitate. Don't ever wait, never wait, never wait, never wait. Don't hesitate, hesitate, hesitate. You don't have to wait, the will carry on. It's there in your face, they won't stay for long. Let's be a nation and sit upon a throne. Don't ever hesitate, don't get it wrong. You don't have to wait, the will carry on. It's there in your face, they won't stay for long. Let's be a nation and sit upon a throne. Don't ever hesitate, don't get it wrong. Don't wait, just carry on. Don't wait, we'll get along. Let's be a nation, sit upon a throne. Don't ever hesitate, just carry on. Na 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 na.
That deep rumbling bass. That's a crazy track. It's got a rhythmic percussive groove. It's it's a tune you can dance to, but it's not a dance track per se. I wouldn't say it's I'm not sure what you would call that. Like I guess like pop rock maybe. But yeah, like different from the first album. Notably, it feels like. And yeah, it's weird. It's like that line in the chorus about like, let's be a nation and sit on the throne. It's, I feel like that could apply to the UK, but maybe it's more conceptual, more general. Other lines, don't hesitate and like, don't get it wrong essentially. But then it's like, just go forward. The idea of maybe, just let it be second nature. Don't think about it too much. Just, keep doing what you do. But it felt like the scale was, maybe bigger and then smaller. I'm not really sure what's happening lyrically and what is second nature. But either way, I enjoyed that a lot. And the vocals from the female, and again, it's, admittedly, I apologize, it's been like a month since I've been back to electronic. Inevitably, there are deep dives that slip off, and then it inevitably also, I tend to catch up to them over time, where it's like, oh wait, what am I missing? Oh right, this one. And then I'll search on the YouTube studio. It's like, oop, it's been 31 days. But yeah, ultimately, I don't remember if it was told to me who the female vocalist might be on, more than just this track, perhaps. But either way, I enjoyed the female vocals in this one. In particular, that moment where it stripped down in the later stages, and it had that interlude. It wasn't an instrumental interlude. It had her voice in isolation and that deep bass groove, and then it sort of stormed back to another iteration of the chorus. That part in particular I thought was great. And indeed, like, throughout the tune, my appreciation for it, like, kept growing. Like, I liked it straight away. It had a nice rhythm to it, as I said, and I'm trying to, like, decipher the meaning of the lines. And it's funny, this is one of the ones where I'm catching most of the lines. I'm just not quite sure what to make of them. But so I'm following that bouncing ball, and I'm enjoying the general flavor of the sonics, and it's like, ooh, that is nice, and ooh, I like that female vocal in conjunction with the lead vocal in the chorus, and then, ooh, wait, now I'm noticing the bass a bit more, and then, ooh, the stripped down section. So it's like the more it went on, the more I liked it, and by the end, it's like, no, that was a great tune. So yeah, it was a bit of a journey, and it felt like long, or at least, not long, but longer than maybe 3.5, 4 minutes. Yeah, almost 5, a bit under 5. So, a cool tune, even if I'm not quite sure what it's about. So I look forward to hearing people's comments. Again, whether it's electronic or other deep dives, like I said, I will occasionally mistakenly let them go longer than I require. But just send me an email and just, ask me as politely as possible. But yeah, just say, hey, it seems like it's been a while, do you know when you might be doing the next one? And I'll probably say something like, oh shoot, I forgot about that, my bad, I'll get to it soon. So yeah, bottom line, I'll be back sooner than the last gap, hopefully, to electronic. And once again, shout out to those, including Eric, who sent me the vinyl of the first album, as well as Han Solo and Steve and others who've been part of the electronic journey up to this point. So in any case, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.